Just recently today, I've heard from two other victims that so it's just a lot.
As of late today, I've heard from two different casualties so it's simply a ton to discuss that experienced exactly the same thing that I encountered at last. It was said that TD Jake's blemishes caused the people he helped. When you figure out more about the man's set of experiences, it becomes more earnestly to overlook any early reservations. Jake was hanging out at a rapper and twerking party. What that Puff Daddy assisted, he's sitting right not too far off old TD, with winding even the individual. Fools who have gone to comparable events in the past were reclaimed by the sudden presence of a public minister at the gathering, humor encompassing, DD and Jake. How could a strict man such as himself be at a party? Which is ain't only sin. This isn't the main assessment held by his protector. Numerous in media outlets state that he is fundamentally more hostile than his public picture would recommend. Up in another each side of the equator than customary too. They're extremely protected. They can do what they need. They got the now creating TD Jake's concern has given the story of the notable cleric an unforeseen and unnerving aspect, respected for his capacity to carry Christian qualities to the diversion business, especially the hip bounce development. Jake has had close to consummate status in the area anyway. More data has projected out on the notable minister's appearing truthfulness, Jake's connections to conspicuous figures in the entertainment industry, and the momentous development of his congregation have brought about. A few media includes his overall reach has expanded his allure and separated him from other strict pioneers. Yet as his reputation developed, so did the analysis and doubt. Some doubted assuming his companionships with rich individuals were reasonable. These charges had not appeared to stress Jake's in that frame of mind, as he excused them as small-time spikes from his fault finders anyway. The present status of reality lays out an alternate picture. Two have approached spooky tales of ill-advised conduct on the minister's part when they were more youthful. These outcomes have incited serious analysis and raised doubt about TD Jakes. Until recently clean standing, the issue is as of now muddled, and it gets substantially more convoluted since the minister's own child has been associated with circumstances that loan confidence to the ongoing claims. Given that these relics can possibly destroy Jake's entire inheritance, they have shown up at the absolute worst time. The public's view of TD Jakes could move because of the debates, which are currently more enthusiastic and cozy than they were already. The news continues to deteriorate, and the minister winds up at a junction. He really wants to consider his previous accomplishments in contrast with the major allegations that are as of now sabotaging the groundwork of his renowned social standing. The following couple of sections of the story will without a doubt affect TD Jake's heritage. You've without a doubt known about T. Jake, a notable person who has become notable the nation over because of his media and church appearances anyway. There have likewise been startling events. For example, the declaration of his child that conflict with his strict convictions. Jermaine Donald Jake, a notable rival of homosexuality and the child of a minister, was captured during a gay sting in Keith Park. As per Dallas police record, Jermaine Dances was accused of obscene openness after it was asserted that he had uncovered himself in before two covert bad habit cops. The general population had asserted that there had been crime in the recreation area, and the two male cops were researching the cases. Jake moved toward the police with his genes scattered and visually connected with them. As per the capture report, he didn't attempt to mix in that frame of mind around him. Fundamentally, Jakes uncovered that he was utilized by TD Jakes services. T. Jakes, the notable South Dallas church pioneer, is notable for his vocal assistance to same-sex organizations. This act, including kids, stands out strongly from his public persona. The clergyman who has been enduring an onslaught for slandering homosexuality and medication use has not yet answered the reports of his child's fear. Strikingly, Jermaine Jakes was quickly arrested and set free from the scene. The issue would deteriorate assuming TD Jakes was accused of rape. One of his previous mentees, Manasseh Jordan, guaranteed in a new video that the people who endured as a olds of the influence-based diocesan are getting ready to sue him. These revelations show a side of TD Jake's life that goes against his public picture and could lead to lawful issues later on. Manasseh Jordan, a previous PRG of priest T. Jakes, declares that she gained from the notable Dallas Minister and that more casualties have since approached Jordan seems by all accounts to be shouting out and helping different casualties by utilizing his position in light of a broadly flowed image of the two. Appearance Jordan laying his head on diocesan T.E. Jake's shoulders. Apparently their chronicles are similar in a video circulated on December 30. He talked about the newly recognized casualties who have approached with claims against Minister T.E. Jake, given that it appears to be that Jordan is attempting to distinguish and resolve the issue. This might be not quite the same as his prior association with the minister in the video. Manasseh professed to have found out about these occurrences from two different people who cased to have additionally been casualties. He expressed that there is a lot to talk about considering the episodes that have been accounted for. Manasseh says these casualties let him know that Minister T. Jakes had prepared and tortured them physically in the video. Manasseh likewise expressed that the two casualties had informed him about Cleric Jake's supposed offenses. They said Priest Jake had crushed them in a way past the clarifications gave by Manasseh in his past films. Maine says these individuals were prepped as well as physically manhandled. A similar hunter who, as per Maine Jordan, attacked and prepared him when he was a man will supposedly document charges against him. It's one thing to openly go against LGBT people, openly scrutinizing LGBTQ individuals. It's a certain something, yet when your own kid takes up a way of life you see as repulsive, and you end up submerged in stories that you have fervently contradicted, things get significantly more risky. This turns out to be more troublesome when legitimate repercussions could happen. Manasseh's video contacted many individuals, and his disclosures on the minister-produced conversation via virtual entertainment regardless of his refusals. A few observers guessed that Manasseh might have encountered injury because of the close-to-home kind of his activities. Some featured the supposed assault and censured the individuals who upheld the minister who was blamed. It is shrewd to hold off on going with choices until you have the real factors, since the entire circumstance is as yet unclear given a background marked by rape. T.D. Jake's concerns with believability before these latest claims. Web-based entertainment is a unique stage where individuals might acquire reputation patterns change and quarrelsome discussions happen. The most recent conversation between T.D. Jakes and rapper P. Diddy is an ideal representation of their relationship. Famous for his Christian convictions, T.D. Jake turned out to be more noticeable via online entertainment following reports that he was dating Pinnacle Diddy. The rapper's, as of now disputable standing, was additionally established by the doubts and hypotheses that sprang from this strange cooperation. One of the principal individuals behind the savage and unequivocal cases about Diddy's past relationship with Cassie was Misha, a TikTok powerhouse. The wild gatherings that Diddy was known to hold, and that T.D. Jakes was supposedly a successive visitors that were likewise referenced in the video. When it was found that Kim Watchman, Diddy's late ex-companion, had a hidden telephone, things became warmed. Subsequent to seeing the frightening film, many individuals were flabbergasted and taken stomach muscle, particularly considering Cleric Jake's supposed contribution in sketchy exercises. As data spread, adherents conjectured about likely secret plans and scrutinized the internal functions of T.D. Jake's service in light of the allegations and the resulting wrath via online entertainment. T. Jakes seemed to resolve the issues during a new community gathering that was transferred on YouTube. Irate, he furiously denied the allegations, demanding that he knew precisely what